It is day 23. I'm sitting in my closet of my temporary apartment packing because I think that I'm going home day after tomorrow. So I haven't given a lot of updates mostly this week because it's been pretty uneventful. I had labs on Monday. They drew my myeloma labs to check and see how the myeloma levels are dropping, which they are. And then they just did regular blood work. And then on Tuesday, or no, I think on Monday, they took my CVC out. It's healing great. That's where the tube was. And that is where they stitched it to my body, which was my least favorite aspect of having a CVC. I think that's terrible. Anyway, it didn't hurt that bad. And it definitely didn't hurt coming out. I didn't even feel them clipping the stitches, and I didn't feel them pulling that tube out. And now I can take a shower without saran wrapping my body. So positives there. At the beginning of the week, and over the weekend, I was feeling really lightheaded when I was walking. I wasn't walking very far, like a half a mile, and that has been resolving. So over this last 2 or 3 days, I've been able to really walk again. I think I walked like 3 miles total yesterday and the day before. I'm probably going to do that today. So I definitely feel like I'm recovering as far as that. I still feel a little bit lightheaded sometimes, a little bit nauseous sometimes. I definitely can tell I'm not like 100%, but I feel a ton better than I thought I would feel at this point before this. So we're really about to wrap up the inpatient part, or at least the being in Houston part for me. Tomorrow is nothing, and then Monday I see this stem cell transplant doctor, and he should give me the all clear to fly home. So I already have a ticket booked to fly home after that appointment, and if he tells me I cannot, I will completely lose my mind because I am very excited to go home. Reflecting over everything so far, it has just been an incredibly long amount of time. 6 weeks is like kind of an abstract term until you live the 6 weeks, and then it feels like eternity. Um, I told some of my friends that everything about this process was better than I feared, but worse than I hoped, because I was very afraid of like the worst case scenario, emergencies, complete like suffering beyond what I could fathom. And none of that came true. But I hoped that it would be like a flu. And the process was, it was harder than I hoped. It was very intense nausea for a week. And then just like a lot of like different, like just a lot of procedures and treatments and a lot of hard things on my body. Not even just the melphalan, but the stem cell gathering, the shots, the retrieval, putting them back in, all of the testing, all of the blood work. Like it was just an exhausting 6 weeks, but it was doable and I did it. And I'm glad it's over with. I also had a ton of anticipatory anxiety about this whole process for months and months, not knowing what to expect and how it would go. And so I have a huge sense of relief that it is over and behind me. Um, and I mean, cancer will always give you anxiety. So now I've just like, my anxiety has switched over to worrying about the test results and that this all works, and the next round of treatments and maintenance therapy and when will this come back and all that. But at least the stem cell transplant is over. And I'm very optimistic and hopeful that I will have a long and deep remission because we've done all this. So hoping for the best. Yeah, that's my update.